Greetings and salutations, I'm Kev. Welcome back to this Let's Play of EU4 as Muscovy. Yeah, you know what, I'm thinking we just have to go for this. I need to see if this is actually the case. If they will actually transfer the overlordship. If I combine this with any other deals. And I'll treat this with Poland. Transfer overlordship still says there. If I want to humiliate you, transfer overlordship is still applied. Because I had this vanish when I just checked between messages here. So it must be some sort of bug. That when you first go and tell them to cancel their subject, and while that is active, go and tell them to transfer subject, and then go back and cancel the subject, you get transfer subject for 0 war score. That has to be one hell of a bug. I'm enjoying it, mind you, but still. You wouldn't take that. I also told you I wanted your money. It is gonna spark a coalition, most likely. Poland can't join, they have a truce. Denmark can't join, they have a truce. Everybody else could join, but with a little diplomacy work and a couple of years on the cooler, we'll be able to calm that away. And I mean, just taking all of Sweden, that should outweigh this, right? It didn't go away. It still says overlordship, yeah. We can do this. Okay, the war ended. Treaties with Poland. Transfer overlordship. Are you now my subject? You are. You are, of course, incredibly disloyal. That's to be expected. I don't need anything more on you. I can't fabricate. Actually, I could. Okay. One more fabrication. Don't need to fabricate on you. We are gonna send our diplomats into damage control mode, because that's what we need right now. All our troops just move home as much as you can. This is gonna get interesting. So, at this point... Wait. Holy smokes! We didn't get aggressive expansion for this, or rather not as much as I thought. It said 62 points. And you say 17. It says 17, right? Not 37? I really hate it when they have black on black colors. I just can't read them on my screen. It's a 17. So instead of 62, we got 17 aggressive expansion. My god! I got 17 aggressive expansion for taking all of Sweden. I like this. I like this a lot. Poland, when's the truce gonna expire? I think we're gonna play ball as soon as that truce expires. You're gonna truce with me until 1488. That could mean that Denmark will... Let's see, how long does the break treaty thing work? Is that only 5 years? February? Ah, okay. It's only 5 years. I thought it was 10. So they'll probably become friends again. Of course, let's get our diplomats back. Holy smokes. Denmark no longer a valid rival. which I'm fine with. So let's see. Okay. We're definitely gonna return here for Norway. Holy smokes. Does that actually mean I can take all of Lithuania and not really worry about aggressive expansion? I mean, all of Sweden gave 17 aggressive expansion with the major players. Or with the Empire. And that's nothing. Stockholm, your total... where do I even see your total development? I know I can see it somewhere. I just have to remember where. My memories. Where can I see it? I know I can see it somewhere. No, there's a tooltip somewhere that'll tell me. Or I suppose I can just go into, or this it used to be, let's see. Or I can go into, well heck, it'll probably say in the subject tab, won't it? So it's 143 development. How much development is Lithuania? Country. Good God. That's one hell of an exploit. I'd heard something about that. That's why I tried it, because I heard something about it. But I really thought that would have been fixed. Because that's just insane. I mean, we would still have gotten, just by doing normal CB like this, we still had a score for Sweden for 97%, so we could have gotten all of Sweden in one war anyway, if we got a 100% war score with Denmark. But now we got it for 0 war score. And that is quite different. And of course, I assume that we'd also have got, I don't know, if I'd done this transferring with the way it's supposed to, and where it would have cost 97% war score, I assume I would have gotten the full amount of aggressive expansion. So there's something very strange going on there. Okay, Sweden, you are there. 143 development, fine. Lithuania, you have 260 development. So about double. Which means, let's say 34 aggressive expansion with the Empire. Maybe a little bit more. I am so going for that. I'm so going to try to make Lithuania a subject state after this. First though, of course, we are going to have to improve relations with Sweden. In preparation, we're also going to improve relations with Lithuania. And the last diplomat is going to go around dealing with every nation that really hates us. Oh yeah, actually we were supposed to recall the one from Lithuania. We need to counsel some trade things there. And of course we have the land here we can need to reclaim. Improved reputation. Yeah. Revoke the embargo of Denmark. We have extra relations, that's fine. We should now be able to play the Game of Thrones. Hungary would actually re-ally us. But right now I don't need that. Or do I? Your truce expires in January. And I can't offer that until 91. think we're better off just breaking royal ties. He ain't gonna like that. But that's fine. Quite a few of the miners here would be willing to ally me. Even Georgia now. Marriages, on the other hand, that's what I want to know. Lüneburg, Klevs, Ferrara, Hesse, East Frisia, Nassau. None of the ones. Okay, that's fine then. Right, we have Riga as well. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make a rival of France unless I have to. How much am I paying for corruption? 0.13. Well, that's not terrifying. I'm gonna tear down the Yaroslav fort. Gonna keep the other ones for now. I'm gonna save my diplomatic points. It did cost us a bit of prestige, but that's okay. And we can get the next level of admin tech, which we are gonna do, I think. It's not ahead of time. So now the question becomes, next idea group. Well, since we do want some splendor in the next age, we kind of need to get religious, I think. Religious will also allow us to get to the Holy War CB, which will certainly become valid. Actually, it already is valid, really. Stronger missionaries. All that stuff will allow us to actually push towards the steps. The one idea there, religious unity, missionary strength, not really the strongest idea. That one would at least give us some counter towards aggressive expansion. And they also have the improved relations, so that would be... Yeah, humanism would really cut down on aggressive expansion. And we need it eventually, but I... But this is the one that will enable all the fun things we want to do, so I don't know. Religious coupled with the influence, what's that? Because that's probably our third idea. Influence, there you are. Culture, right, that's of course the culture conversion cost bonus, which we are going to need. If we go humanist first instead. That coupled with influence is another improved relation one. So, if I would go with humanist ideas instead, I will not be as strong with converting provinces for a very long time. I will not have access to the Holy War CB while it is still valid. And that's unfortunate. I will, however, have access to some really, really powerful aggressive expansion burns. But it'll also slow down my progress in terms of starting the whole culture conversion thing. Then again, you always want this first if you can help it. It'll also increase max promoted cultures, which I believe was a step in one of these ages. That's probably the one after that, I think. Multicultural nation, yeah, that's an absolutism. We can't join the Reformation. We have to go either humanist or religious right now. Convert provinces, if we're going to do that, we're going to need religious ideas. Colonial empire, we're not going to be able to do that. Convert another nation. We can force convert Sweden or Livonian order at the moment through interaction. I think that's actually quite sufficient. Asian trade, I don't think there's any chance in hell we can succeed with that one. And unified culture, we would be able to do that, I think, as soon as we form Russia. The question now is, do we want... Let's see here, trade companies, I don't know if we're going to have that by that time. 1600. They're not going to happen in another 120 years. Universities, that's certainly something we can do. Potential for a large army. I think that's going to... Yeah, that's force limit. I think we're going to have a high force limit by then. We're not going to be the Emperor of China. Absolutism, we could probably work some that out. We're not going to be able to win the religious war most likely. And that leaves multicultural nation, which requires... Well, basically, the choice is this. We can go with religious ideas right now. That'll allow us to get the convert provinces one easier in the Age of Reformation. But if we go with humanist instead, we'll be able to get the multiculturalism here easier. So that's the toss-up. And of course, we don't really want to be a multicultural nation anyway. We're gonna wipe them all out. Wipe them out, all of them. I wish I could go click here and see what the actual bonuses are. Yeah, we're gonna have a very hard time converting unless we take religious ideas. Though everything about humanism is just so plain awesome. Still, we're gonna have a lot of heretics. A lot of heretics. Nah, we're gonna go with religious. I think that's where we have to go. Religious, and then probably influence next, and then administrative, I think, because at that point we are gonna start coring a lot of stuff, and we're gonna need that. And then probably humanist as a fifth idea. Right, aren't the burgers still disloyal? Yes. You want Tver again? Yeah, sure. Have Tver be loyal. You can always recall it in a few months. It's also going to change our income around a bit. I'm still baffled at this. I was ready for the big aggressive expansion hit, but now I'm just... Oh my. Okay, Poland, you're allied to Bohemia. You have Moldavia as a march. You still have the Western Prussia mission. Oh dearie me. Poor Austria. The Burgundian subjugation of Lorraine. Burgundy is actually shaping up to be a pretty decent power. Are we gonna go to war with Novgorod right away? Nah, we need to burn down our aggressive... or bit of aggressive expansion, burn down. Bit of... that's not the one I wanted to move. Army maintenance. How much are we paying for forts at this point? Fort maintenance. We have 7 fortresses. That's a lot. Right, I still need the one in Novgorod because the one in Luka doesn't really defend there. I could tear the one in Luka down because it doesn't really block axes up here. The Peshkov one is better at that. I'm gonna do that. Need to save money somewhere. And I want to keep the forts active. They can't attack us. If they attack us, so be it. Don't think they would. Oh yeah, our ally over here. Let's improve relations with you. We might be able to swing you into vassalage. Let's do that first. We're gonna burn down our... Wait a second. There we go. Yeah. We're gonna burn down our war exhaustion a bit. Then we're gonna munch Novgorod, I think. Just finish them off. We're gonna try to placate Sweden. They're very much gonna be disloyal for a while. That's okay. We are gonna be too supportive. Not gonna placate you unless it actually matters. Crimea is dying by the looks of things. They're fighting the Golden Horde now. Let's see, Ryazan, when can I start integration of you? 1495. Because I need to integrate them in order to form Russia, so... Need to get that done too. Ryazan is quite loyal. The Livonians aren't quite so loyal. But they're loyal enough. And... eventually they'll be able to be integrated. Not that far off, actually. You don't do that. No point in improving relations with Novgorod. They're gonna die soon. Instead, let's see if we can get them into the fold here. I'm very glad about my power projection right now. That's quite sweet. So in order to get these guys up above the limit, we'll need to send gifts. That's 50 ducats plus Influence Nation, which will cost 20. Okay, that's fairly cheap. Can I influence you for another 11 points? No, I can't. So I'll have to send the gift. But not a big gift. We can just... It's sufficient to send a gift for 11 points worth. More, less than that even. Hungary is bowing out. Poor Hungary. Byzantium still exists, which really baffles me, especially given the mission of the Ottomans. France is gonna be a monster. I mean, they're already just steamrolling Austria. You're fighting Austria and Augsburg in a subjugation war of Lorraine. How could Lorraine be pieced out then? Because Austria took over the lead, I suppose. Oh well. A war in which nobody wins. Okay, focus. Focus, focus, focus. We're going to send a gift to you, and that's going to be sufficient. Next diplomat will be able to vassalize you. Recall the diplomats. Send them here instead. More exhaustion. Yeah, we still need a couple of months. That's fine. Give us time to recover manpower and reserves and everything. Build up a little bit of a war chest. Of course, integrating all the subject state will probably make the other ones a little more rebellious. Yeah, that is pretty much what we expected to happen, but that's fine. The Livonians have a core here, but it doesn't really matter if we make Lithuania a subject state, if we're able to do that. We'll see what we can do here. We'll do what we can to placate our small rivals. Verden, yeah, that's fine. You ally anyone you can. I'm still amazed at this, but... So we're actually starting to get some options for allies, which is fantastic. Though I think we're gonna settle for trying to get more subjects. Norway and Lithuania, certainly. Though there are other subjects too. Those three, for example, under Burgundy. We have Aragon and Naples under Castile. Of course, getting down there and fighting them, that's quite other matter entirely. Moldavia is also a subject state, actually. So there are at least 3 subject states right near us that we could certainly consider. But that'll be another time. Time for a break, I think. And we'll see what we can do with Novgorod next, I think. Thank you for watching.